I think the most surprising findings from the SMB research are just the degree at which small businesses understand how the cloud can help them grow. I think we expected to find some usage of cloud technologies, but certainly not the variety and extent that we did. And they're being used for some quite sophisticated business processes, and often in companies that you would expect to be kind of traditional, like food companies and haulage companies. But actually, they're just as likely to be using the cloud as high techs. The successful fast growth companies do have some particular traits that the leaders tend to know really clearly what they're good at. And one of the reasons they like cloud technology, and several said this, was because they get access to the best technologists from the East of London or from the US, delivering the best technology for their business. They don't have to try and recruit those people in-house. So they tend to be very, very good at what they do, and they tend to really respect great talent and great products. They also tend to be very willing to experiment and not necessarily beholden to particular working processes and practices. And one of the leaders we spoke to said he tested a new cloud service every week. That possibly is too fast a rate of experimentation for most businesses, but the point stands and the sort of philosophy stands that these people are quite experimental. They're great commercially as well, which is really, really important in this world. They're focused on their business model, not on operating the business. Operating the business is a secondary thing. Our research shows that early adoption of cloud does seem to lead to better preparedness for restarting fast growth later on and for the growth phase. And that's really a philosophical or a cultural thing, because the cloud allows you to experiment. It reduces the hierarchies within organizations because everybody can have access to all of the same technology. And that's really powerful because it means that businesses are more open to ideas and managers are able to understand what's happening in their business and act upon it more rapidly. So I think adoption of the cloud early on is more than just something about access to capital and about sustaining your business. It really can set up the cultural norms of the business for the long term and is a crucial sort of facet in the modern information economy. We're in a market where disruption is the norm. So I don't think anybody in any type of business, any scale, will ever be able to sit back on an operating process or a technology estate again and just put their feet up and enjoy it. We're in a world where the sort of experimentation and flexibility we're seeing in our fastest growing businesses will have to become the norm for all sorts of businesses. And I think medium-sized businesses in particular can really gain an advantage over larger companies that they compete with, simply because they can move faster to that world and they can adopt these ways of thinking and technologies more rapidly. And as I said, the key surprise for us in all of this was the level of understanding that the best leaders have got about this technology and of the new world. It really is both remarkable and really encouraging for the future and health of these businesses.